Continuing with the final part of trigonometric problems. As before, by now I think you remember the letters that goes into these three triangles with the T inside. It was SOH, S-O-H, CA, C-A-H, and T-O-A, TOA. We have already dealt with these two. First lesson was finding S, O, and H, then it was C and H. Now I'm going to give you three examples which involves TOA. So that would be example 7. Example 7. I've got the right angle triangle. This angle is 68 degrees. I want you to find this side of the triangle, which I'm going to label X, providing this is 2.1 meters here. Let's label. Opposite the 90 degrees hypotenuse. Nobody gave me, nobody needed it. You could call H, but cross it out because it's not needed. And if you put it, you wouldn't know which triangle to choose when it comes to solve the question. Opposite the given angle is opposite. So if it's not O, it's not H, this must be the adjacent. So it would be triangle involving O and A. Therefore, the trigonometric ratio which is going to deal with this type of question is the one which got O and A in it, which is TOA. And I'm looking for O. O is the one with X next to it. So if you cover O, you have T times A. Now we're going to replace. O was labeled X. T is a trigonometric ratio known as tan. And tan or sine or cos, they all need their angle, tan of an angle. So that's T for tan of the angle, and A is the adjacent, which is 2.1. So all you have to do, enter that in the calculator. So we have tan, T for tan is here. Tan, 68, close the bracket, times 2.1. So that tells me two decimal places is 5.20. And the unit was meters. Number 8. Here, said 34 degrees. And this time, I give you the opposite, 34 centimeters, and I'm going to ask you for this side. Let's label. Height, not given, not needed, forget it. Opposite 34, as it happens, 34 centimeters, nothing to do with that. So this is the opposite, and this would be the adjacent. Again, two letters O and A, therefore TOA. O and A comes in TOA triangle. Once you choose the right triangle, then let us do the question for you. I'm looking for A. A, cover A. And the triangle tells you divide O by T. Just follow the instruction from the triangle. Now substitute. A was letter X, my unknown. O was 34 centimeters. Over T represent the tangent or tan of the angle in the question, 34 degrees. It's just coincident I use 34 for length and also the angle. So all I have to do now to find X, I divide 34 by tan of 34 degrees. So it would be 50.41 centimeters. Now, and the final type, where you have to find the angle. Say, for example, they tell you we have a ladder resting against a wall. So let's just draw my wall here. Etc. I got a ladder which is resting against the wall. That's my ladder from the side view. And I'm telling you, the foot of the ladder is 1.8 meters from the foot of the wall. Often, most of the time, the wall and the ground are at 90 degrees to each other. This ladder has reached 3.2 meters up the wall. Question is, what angle does the ladder makes with the ground? What angle my ladder is making with the ground? So the trigonometric question could be mentioned in words rather than diagram. So we can draw our own diagram, and I've got my right angle triangle there. Opposite to the angle required, or required angle, is opposite. This would have been hypotenuse, but you're not interested, not given, not needed. So 1.8 would be adjacent. So as before, we have letters O and A involved. Therefore, TOA. Am I looking for O? No, O is 3.2. Am I looking for A? No, A is 1.8. So I must be looking for T then. So T equals, if you cover, it tells you to find T, you divide O by A. So let's go and replace now. T means the tan or tangent of the required angle, which will be labeled as X. It could be labeled as anything. Any letter. O is 3.2 and A is 1.8. As before, you want to find the angle and you want to get rid of the symbol of tan. Think of moving tan to other side, but don't forget to put the symbol of -1 above it. And the rest, you go to the calculator. So here, you want to go to inverse tan, is the gold written above the tan. So to get to that, you press Shift, tan. You can see tan -1 appears, and you want to enter a fraction But the top is 3.2 and denominator is 1.8. Close the bracket. Press the equal sign. It tells you what angle the ladder had made with the ground. Angle of 60.6 degrees. This completes my lessons on trigonometry. I've tried to make it as simple and as enjoyable as possible for you. I hope you liked it and you enjoyed this lesson. Until next lesson, bye for now.